Hey, what's up? This your guy, Ray Hammer. The Hammer Force, 1 versus a million. That was thought the intro would come through. Okay. Well, as some of y'all already may know, a woman in Dubai gets arrested for yelling at somebody there. I believe it was a cab driver or somebody, yeah, but regardless, we have a whole strike demon who thought she can take her feminist powers everywhere around the world, right? So what I like to do is get into the video from the news. So let's go ahead and share. Because when I found this out, man, it was crazy. I'm like, wow. I can do nothing but just laugh. I can do nothing but just laugh, y'all. Let's see, let's go back to where I was at. Let's see. Let's go back to where I was at. Okay. So, where we going? Because I looked at this news clip. I was like, wow, are you serious? Oh. Let's see. Let's go ahead and, yeah, okay. Share that. Right. Okay. Let's get into it.
The last 2 months are described as terrifying for a Houston woman who we're told is being detained in Dubai. Fox 26's Dominique Keith joining us live near downtown Houston with why she's being held. Dominique.
Well, the crime she's charged with may surprise you, and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City. But according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tiara Young Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not go well.
She found out that she could only receive those items if she paid an undisclosed amount of money. She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says, resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
This website warns, quote, laws and customs are very different, so be aware of your actions to ensure they don't offend while in United Arab Emirates. Now, after Baxter says her daughter was charged with screaming in Dubai, her passport has been taken, and the American social media influencer who works as a truck driver can't leave the UAE, according to her mom. And her mom says she's been placed under a travel ban pending the outcome of the investigation.
It's very frightening. The longer she's been there, the more reality has started to kick in.
In our opinion, she did not commit a crime. Don't punish women for doing the same thing a man can do in Dubai. It's not fair and it's not right.
Now, the 29-year-old does now have an attorney there in Dubai, and her mom says she's told that she could face jail time because there is surveillance video of her screaming. Now, we have reached out to the U.S. and the UAE embassies. Will government officials step in and give her assistance? I'm still awaiting responses. Reporting live near downtown Houston, I'm Damalie Keith, Fox 20.
All right, now. Well, I say this. She got what she deserved. Hell. And this dude, he's full of shit. You know, he's dishonest as hell, or disingenuous, because he knows good damn well, as he stated, that they have strict laws there. Now, no matter of feelings, is going to change that. Your westernized way, your feelings through your westernized way of thinking is not going to change these people and their rules. That's their house. You got no choice but to respect their house. You know, the rules of their house. You know, so, and if that's what they're used to. Hey, man, you know, that's the patriarchy there. They uphold that. So if a man, you know, is yelling and screaming at a woman, she is to remain in her feminine nature. Pleasant, always pleasant, kind. And she remained as such, you know, or dealt with it in a pleasant way. She might have, you know, gotten she may have gotten in, you know, to where, you know, hey, she may have gotten some success in getting the things that she want to get. But no, she thought, okay, with her feminist powers, okay, that she can go in there and start yelling and everything and screaming, and then everybody would just Xerox and focus on her and then team up with her and all that. Because I'll see a lot of women when they act like that, especially, well, here in the West, when they act like that, they are trying to gain, like, to get a following, you know, and they know that, okay, if somebody was to come and try to check them on that, then they know they will have a bunch of people flock to them to their aid. You see, so and also too, I found out that she has a YouTube page as well, and we will check that out. But no, all you guys who are for, you know, on her side and shit, y'all too disingenuous, y'all foolish and failing to recognize and understand that there's nothing, no amount of feelings you produce in this will change them in their ways over there in Dubai of how they operate and do things. They have those rules in place for a reason, because they don't want to. They don't want their country to end up becoming like the West. Nowhere near it. So hell, and I was even told that over there in Dubai, hell, the rules even strict on men too. That's where them hell man got hemmed up because he threw trash on the street. oh man, I love it some shit. So now this serves as a lesson for a lot of you wild ass women that you cannot go everywhere. You won't be allowed to go, you know, anywhere, everywhere, and to act all like a banshee, like over here, and how they will allow you to do here in America. So hopefully, I would say America should take notes. Should take note, okay, of how they run their shit over there, you know, and implement that into their own system. I was told what she's what hold not bond or some shit, or she's in holding, and I don't know if she's been released yet or whatever, but I think she's facing like year. What some people saying. I'm like, oh, are you serious? Oh shit. Now that would definitely teach y'all asses a lesson. But this serves as a lesson, damn it, you know, hey, if this don't help, you know, for you women to straighten your asses up, you know, and act right, and especially in your dealings with people, to come forth pleasant and kind and meek as you should as a woman. I don't know what will, because they're showing you, this shows you, damn it, that not everywhere, you cannot act like this everywhere you go. And if you think that you, and that's just been known for y'all have been traveling for years, you know, decades overseas. But now, this lets y'all know that you cannot act like a banshee everywhere the fuck you go. If you want to act like that, right? Well, you best stay here around the man them who allow you to treat them like shit. Right? Because they know if they check you them, then they will have to deal with a whole herd of niggas. So stay here and travel about here. As she does has been, as I believe she's been, because she's a trucker. So, but yeah, I came across this and looking her up, found that she has a YouTube page. And hey, what's up, brothers? Salute, son of Ra. Thank you, brother, for coming through. Yeah, bro. Woo, they don't, man. You know what I mean? And we have a great enough sense and understanding in knowing that, hell, to go forth in any of these countries with just total meekness and kindness, as the Lord describes for us of how we should be and operate as men, especially when we're going overseas, you know, to these other countries, to practice modesty to the highest level, you know, to showing that you have modesty to the point to where when you go into somebody's house, damn it, you take off your shoes You know what I mean? Because at my house, you don't take off your shoes. You coming in with some muddy ass shoes, because you want to operate off of some damn feelings and shit. All right, you saying F me, my rules, whatever, and you're a friend of a friend, you coming over and you just say F my rules and just want to walk through with your muddy ass shoes. Oh no, you shall meet the gauge. You shall meet that 12 gauge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I'm gonna share this real quick. Because I went over to her page now. And I was like, oh shit. I think she did a video, right? Let's go see real quick. Cause find it kind of interesting though. I'm like, okay, she's definitely a feminist. Uh, yeah, sassy. There we go. Oh, yep, and there she go. All right, let me share this. Ooh, I can pause that shit. Damn all that. All right, yeah. Videos. She got videos. Okay, let me share her page real quick. It was raining like a motherfucker over here. Good lord. Uh, okay. Well, it's been raining. Let's get to it. Share. Uh, I gotta get better on my intros. Yes. Okay. Uh, yeah. So this is her, right? Look at this. Oh, that was 4 months ago when she moved to Dubai. Did she any live streams? No, it's 2 years ago. I thought she in response to what happened. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Lady, typical, the beat up ass, okay, the typical ass, okay. All right, yeah. This is another example of a woman who thought that she, she got she has no power to act and treat anybody any kind of way. But nope. Plus, do you think these men in these other countries ain't seeing these damn all this content, and evidence of y'all evil and fuckery? Like, what makes y'all think these motherfuckers in these other countries wasn't gonna be quick to check that shit? So let's check this shit out. Sexual harassment. Oh, this may be one for cats like a MOT. Sexual harassment in the trucking industry. Bitch, please. It would be you bitches who talk about some damn sexual harassment. You go around looking like bitch like how you do. Oh hell no. This one got 22,000 views. This was 5 months ago.
The sexual predator who comes in my sleeper bar, I got him recorded on live
This motherfucker waving.
too. He's just disgusting. This is the mechanic. This is the so-called mechanic.
Good too. You see.
There are 15.7% professional truck drivers that are women, while the other 84% are men. And I understand that because trucking can be a very dangerous job for a woman. It doesn't matter what you look like, anybody can become a victim or a target of sexual harassment. It doesn't matter what you're wearing, it doesn't matter what you look like that day. It does not matter. In this clip, this is when the mechanic actually comes in my truck making sexual advances towards me. He didn't know I was on live, so he didn't even know that this was all being caught on tape.
Working for?
It's not morning. For since November.
November last year. So November it'll be last year. So November it'll be 1 year. And zero accident. So from November till now, zero accident. Why wouldn't he believe in you?
I don't know. Why he wouldn't?
May your team run over there. Why may your team run over there?
What?
If the team run with me, we go have sex.
What the heck? That's crazy.
Oh.
Oh no, I don't need any team runners.
You know what? If you team with me, we go have sex.
No, I'm good.
We go have sex.
The sexual predator who comes in my sleeper bar, I got him recorded on live too. It's just disgusting. This is the mechanic. This is the so-called mechanic. But he's disgusting. He touches me inappropriately. When I finally speak about it, he gets mad and snatches the keys out the truck and let me burn the hot ass sun because he's disgusting.
I was working for an exotic car hauling company out of Florida. The owner of the company reached out to me on Instagram and said he found me on YouTube. He said he was hiring truck drivers for a car hauler position and he thought I would be a good fit for the company. I've always wanted to haul cars, so I thought this would be fun, especially hauling exotic cars. Everything was going good until I told him that I was being sexually harassed by the other employees that worked for the company. I spoke to my boss and his wife about the sexual harassment and disrespect I was going through in the workplace. And I spoke to him about me being underpaid and I also wasn't getting the proper rest because the manager Sheldon would call me during the time I would be sleeping. I also told them I wasn't being treated fairly. I also informed them the manager Sheldon gets upset when I don't want to work illegally past my driving hours. Sheldon also discussed my work performance with other drivers. He would say things like, "She is a female. We should fire her because she is a woman working a man's job and she's not strong enough to do the work." However, I always prove Sheldon wrong. So the next day, I have a doctor's appointment, and I let the boss know. I'm like, hey, I'm going to my appointment. It's at 5 p.m. today. And he's like, all right, cool. So at that point, the boss comes back from Jamaica, him and his wife, and they said they want to speak to me in person. So me and the wife, we were supposed to meet up that day, but she never showed up. And we did have the conversation over the phone. So at that point, she was like, hey, if you decide what you want to do, let me know if you're going to stay or if you're going to leave and this and that. And I'm here for you. Something, if you're here for me, why isn't anything being done about this? Like, why does it seem like I'm the person causing problems? So after I came back from sick leave, because, as I mentioned before, I went to a doctor's appointment, I had to take off from work. At that point, I come back to her. It looks like all my stuff was outside. I'm like, hey, this can't be my stuff. I look, it's my stuff. They didn't inform me that they were going to put my stuff outside. Nothing like that. I'm like, why did they call me and tell me they were going to do this? Like, what did I do wrong here? So I get there and it's raining and the bags are open with my stuff inside of it, my brand new clothes, the things that I had prepared to go to Dubai with. Everything is wet now. Everything that I had in that truck is now wet. My important documents is wet. I had a laptop in there that got wet. I had a projector that got wet. Everything, you name it, it was in there. Everything is wet. Not to mention there's a bunch of termites inside of my belongings and mildew on my clothes. In this next clip, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. It was just very disgusting. So if you have very sensitive skin, do not watch this. This is what the evil people that I used to work for did to my clothes. The husband and wife did this. These people are very evil. They're evil, just evil people. This is what I have to go through as a woman working in this trucking industry. This is sad. This is just very sad.
Yeah, well, there's that. Yeah. Um, peace, y'all. We came through. Um, well, I don't. For one, you probably, as we all know, because they always like to or quick to paint themselves as the victim. There must have been something that your ass had to do, have done to cause them to treat you like that. Because for one, you're not dressing up like you're a truck driver. No, nowhere near it. You're dressing all sexual and all that shit. And then you want to throw in there, okay, what they have done to you and all that shit, whatever. Maybe because you or have the habit of trying to paint a guy as if they are sexually harassing you, as they are quick to do. They want to flaunt themselves in their body and all that shit. They want to, like they're calling the wolves until then when they get the attention that they don't want, especially from a guy who don't have no desire for. Oh, y'all quick to say a guy sexually harassing you when a man is trying to talk to you or whatever, you know, and to see what you're about. You don't work at those jobs dressing all sexual and shit. But as she talks about evil people, well, evil people love doing shit to other evil people. So this could be well deserved. And your actions that you displayed over in Dubai is very telling of the fact that you're not all this innocent and nice, lovely, pleasant truck driving woman. No. You're on that hashtag Me Too shit. That's all that is. And so now you received a lesson of the fact that if you ain't coming forth in these other countries as a woman who's pleasant, kind, then you're going to get checked every time, every single time. So hopefully this serves as a lesson to all women of how they should act and all that's appropriate. And hopefully this does not cause women to respond, in kind and go around here in the States and yelling at men and all that shit, and then which they've been doing. But hopefully this doesn't, cause that to go into like a boost or something, because they're being influenced by her, and they're going around yelling at man as if it's some kind of like undertone advocacy for her and what the hell she's going through. Because I know there's a lot of women they here in the States, they do that shit, right? Like in defense and in advocacy of Kiki Palmer, right? And how, and her and Usher and how she was dressing and shit and all, her sexual outfit, her see-through where we're all seeing her ass cheeks and shit. Now I found a lot of women, they're doing that. I see some working at certain fast food joints wearing black see-through pants where you can see their panties. A woman is handling your food, her ass cheeks out, letting all her ass cheek flakes fly everywhere. This is nonsense. It's retarded. That's what it is. So yeah, that's her, and she's shown herself to be of the typical modern woman, typical westernized goblin, whole stride goblin. She got all these sexualized pictures and videos of herself, doing trucking, all that shit, showing her ass cheeks. Yeah, and then when a guy shows any attention to your ass or whatever, you're quick to want to say he harassed you and shit. Come on, man. Nonsense. This shit got to stop. You women want to get in these jobs dressing all sexual and shit. And it's like you do this shit where you calling for the thirsty guys. And then when these thirsty bastards come, some having a higher level of thirst than others, then you want to play victim. Nah, miss me with that bullshit. So, thank you guys for watching. This is your guy, Ray Hama, 1 versus a million. Women always remain pleasant. This serves as a lesson. If you don't remain pleasant, in your natural state as in your natural state as a woman you should be, then you're gonna get this same treatment every time. Every time, because there are people everywhere in all these other countries that are not putting up with this shit. They see you women for who y'all really are. And they don't want nothing to do with the ways of the West. Because they believe in keeping their women obedient, pleasant, kind, and no matter the situation. So, one versus a million. This is your guy, Ray Hodman. I'm out. Peace. Oh, don't forget to hit the like on your way in or the cash out.